Madridistas, welcome back to Madrid Legacy. If you're here, it means you don't just follow Real Madrid, you live every update, every match, every moment. And right now, there's a lot going on around the club. Injuries, criticism, international duty, and big conversations that we need to break down properly. Because as fans, we don't just celebrate, we analyze. Let's start with the biggest topic right now, Kylian Mbappé and his injury situation. We've been hearing a lot over the past few weeks. Rumors, reports, people saying he might need surgery, others saying it's serious. But now he's come out and made it clear, a lot of that information was simply false. And honestly, this is something we see all the time at Madrid. When you play for the biggest club in the world, every small issue becomes a headline. Every injury becomes a debate. And sometimes, people just talk without real facts. Mbappé himself said his knee is fine and improving, and we've already seen him return to the pitch, coming off the bench in big games. That's a positive sign for us. But let's be real as fans. Even if he says he's fine, we still have to be cautious. A knee issue that's been there since December is not something we ignore. We need him fully fit, not just available, especially with important matches coming and the international break ahead. Because when we talk about Mbappé, we're not just talking about any player. We're talking about a player who can decide games on his own. So for us, it's simple. We support him, but we also hope the club manages him carefully. No risks, no rushing. We need him at 100%. Now let's move to something interesting. The relationship between Vinícius Júnior and Raphinha. We all know the rivalry between Madrid and Barcelona. It's one of the biggest in football. But what we're seeing now is something different. Raphinha posted a photo with Vinícius, calling it home. And that tells you everything. Because when they play for Brazil, there's no rivalry, there's no tension, there's just one goal, winning together. And as Madrid fans, we should appreciate this. Because it shows the level Vinícius has reached. He's not just a Madrid star anymore, he's a key figure for Brazil, building chemistry with top players ahead of the 2026 World Cup. And let's be honest, a confident, connected Vinícius is dangerous for everyone. If he builds that chemistry internationally and brings that confidence back to Madrid, we all benefit from it. Now, let's talk about another player who always divides opinion, Antonio Rüdiger. There's always criticism about his style, too aggressive, too physical, too risky, but now he's responded, and honestly, as fans, we need to understand his point. He says his style is not reckless, it's calculated. And when you really watch him play, it makes sense. He studies opponents. He understands their reactions. He uses physicality as a tool, not just aggression. And the biggest proof? One red card in 9 years. Think about that. At the highest level, in the toughest competitions, with constant duels, and still that level of control. That's not reckless, that's discipline. And for us, having a defender like that is important. Because at this level, it's not just about technique, it's about presence. It's about making attackers uncomfortable. So when people criticize him, we have to look deeper. Because players like Rudiger don't just defend, they set the tone for the entire team. And that's something we need, especially in big matches. So when we look at everything happening right now, Mbappé's situation, Vinícius building chemistry internationally, Rudiger defending his style, we see one thing clearly, this team is not just playing football. We're evolving. We're dealing with pressure, expectations, and constant attention, and still staying at the top level. And that's what makes Real Madrid different. Not everything is perfect, but the mentality is always there. And as Madridistas, we understand that better than anyone. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, if you want more Real Madrid content, analysis, updates, and honest fan opinions, make sure you support the channel. Like the video, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's grow Madrid legacy together. Hala Madrid.